Hello students, welcome back. In today's video, we will practice and learn more detailed answers for how often. How often? Yes. So in the last video, we learned some simple answers. Yeah. Simple, easy answers. Today, we will learn some more detailed, some more difficult answers. Okay? Let's take a look. There are two options. Option one is the word every. Every. Say after me, every. Good. Every morning I brush my teeth. Every day I go to school. Every Monday I go to Robinson's. Every weekend I eat KFC. Every month I get my hair cut. Every year I go on holiday. So this is a pattern, a habit, every. The second option, option two, is when we say the number of times that we do something. So we say the number. Example, how often do you go on holiday? 2 times a year. Yeah, 2 times a year. We can switch 2 times with twice a year. Or once a year means 1 time a year. Yeah, so the number of times. The time frames can be anything as well. It can be a day, a week, a month, a year, a decade, a century, a millennium. It can be anything. So very easy. Yes, it is the same rule, the same pattern. So some examples. How often do you brush your teeth? I brush my teeth 2 times a day. I go to school to teach English 5 times a week. I jog in the park 7 or 8 times a month. I go to the barber 10 times a year. Yep, nearly every month. 10 times a year. So the numbers and the time frames can be anything. We can also use both options. We can mix the answers. Example, how often do you go to the park? I go 3 times a week. I go every Monday, Wednesday and Friday. Yeah, so both answers are correct on their own, but if we want to give detailed answers, we can say both. How often do you go to the park? 3 times a week, every Monday, Wednesday and Friday. Question. Student, how often do you go to the park? Excellent. Okay, now I want us to practice listening to some dialogue, and I want you to match the pictures with the statements. Okay? There are 3 colours, red, blue and green. How often does red eat pizza? How often? And green. How often does green eat pizza? And blue. How often does blue eat pizza? The names of the people talking are Sammy, Bob and Jay. So match these pictures with the statements, the dialogue that I will read. Excuse me, Sammy, how often do you eat pizza? Oh, not very often. I have it once a month. And Bob, do you like pizza? Yes, I do. I eat it twice a week. Jay, how often do you eat pizza? Pizza? I love pizza. I eat pizza 3 times a day. Again. Excuse me, Sammy, how often do you eat pizza? Oh, not very often. I have it once a month. And Bob, do you like pizza? Yes, I do. I eat it twice a week. Jay, how often do you eat pizza? Pizza? I love pizza. I eat pizza 3 times a day. Excellent. Okay, number 2. First, I want you to copy the question out loud. So say the question after me. Practice speaking. Okay? So practice saying these 4 questions. Number 1, how often do you eat pizza? How often do you eat pizza? Good. Now think of the answer. Think of the answer. How often do you eat pizza? I eat pizza every week. I eat pizza every week. How often do you eat pizza? Yeah. So think it, say the answer out loud, write the answer down. Yeah. How often do you eat pizza? I eat pizza every week. Ooh. Number 2. So say the question after me. How often do you use social media? How often do you use social media? Good. Now, answer the question. Answer the question. How often do you use social media? For me, never. I never use it. What is your answer? Say it out loud. Think it. Write it down. Number 3. How often do you go on holiday? How often do you go on holiday? What is your answer? For me, I go on holiday 2 times a year. 2 times a year. I go on holiday 2 times a year. How often do you go on holiday? And number 4. How often do you clean your room? How often do you clean your room? Ooh. Never. Ooh. Every week. Good. 2 times a week. Brilliant. Yeah. Okay, excellent. Well done. Last thing, I want you to write down 3 more questions. 3 more questions. What do you want to ask me? How often do I what? Ask me anything. 3 questions. How often do I what? So write them down, let me know, tell me. Thank you very much. I will see you later. Bye bye.